Another discussion now on the importance of brand building in a modern economy. Derek Miller is the Managing Director of TLC Marketing Worldwide-Africa and has some strong views on adding value to your brand. Derek, welcome to you. What do we mean by that?
Well, in the traditional sort of FMCG world, they're leading very much around discounting, especially the retailers. Look, you know, there are some brands like the L'Oreals and the BMWs that you're never going to get a discount on because they're very premier brands. But the run-of-the-mill brands, especially now that the retailers are becoming very, very strong, they shift a hell of a lot of product for the brands. So they start to dictate on the price. And their main goal is to you have the lowest basket spend if you come to us. They don't actually have any loyalty to the brands. So therefore they force in the brands to discount 2 for 1 or 3 for 2.
And what damage then does that do to a brand?
Well, I think it damages the brand because we often get told by a lot of the brands that, you know, they are quite price sensitive, but they want to be seen as a brand that has value, but not a cheap brand. So for them, they're trying to hold their prices as anyone would do. Look, in some instances, when you're launching a new product, you're going to take in a loss leader. Ariel was a good example of that last year when they came in with the soap powder market. That sort of 2 kg soap powder brand was about 60 rand. They sold it at 30. So there is a place for discounting.
But that's not a sustainable strategy, though.
Absolutely not. It's a loss leader, and maybe when the brand has a product that they want to shift because they're bringing out a new range, then there's a reason that they can discount, and I think that's valid. But I think apart from that, they should be looking at adding value.
So how then do you develop a good strategy around adding value?
Well, a brand, when it comes with us, a brand, we like to offer a value add incentive reward. So we're quite a unique marketing agency. We're not a traditional marketing agency. We're looking at specialising rewarding the consumer for their purchasing. And you know,
when we talk about reward, we're talking about incentivizing them in some way.
Yes. I mean, and the rewards that we can offer are a wide range, from a simple cinema ticket right up to a free holiday for 4. And anything else you can think of in between, we'll find it. Whether it's a dancing lesson, a kiddie sports lesson, you know, you name it, we'll find it.
And Derek Miller, it would be your contention then that that incentivization or that reward helps build loyalty towards the brand?
Yes. Look, you know, if someone's going to do a discount and maybe they do a 2 for 1 offer, the consumer's going to save maybe 20 rand, 30 rand, depending on what the product is. Where we could give a reward to a consumer which maybe is worth 200-300 rand. Now, for me, it does 2 things. Firstly, it adds the value that they're getting a very high perceived reward, and the consumer, when they're being rewarded, unlike a Groupon, which is a discount, they have a better feeling.
Well, of course, I mean, it's a tickling your tummy strategy, isn't it? You make consumers feel good about themselves, but the challenge is to find the right reward for the right product.
And that's very, very important. It's
how do you do that?
Well, we will take a brief from a client, and depending on what the brand is, depending on what their target audience is, and then we would very much have to associate what we think is a right reward for that product. Now look, you know, you wouldn't give away a holiday on a product that sells 30 rand, but you might do if you bought a new Mercedes, weekend break, etc. It ties in nicely with that target audience.
Is there a measurability toward, as far as this is concerned? So you've worked out the reward strategy, you are engaging with the consumer. How are you going to measure the effectiveness then of that campaign? I mean, ultimately, you still want to sell product or service, don't you?
Yes, look, we boast actually that most brands, when they attach an award to a product, they can see between 8 to 15% uplift when they do that. We've got historical data now which proves that to be very, very good. Look, we did a campaign for the Edcon Group last year, and the average basket spend was around 250 rand for that particular outlet. They added a reward to it which was around PSL tickets. Their average baskets went up by 900 rand.
It's all about the perception, isn't it?
Exactly.
Just a final question to you, is there a timeline on something like this? I presume that you need to run it in short bursts, and you can't over-reward the consumer.
Correct. Unless you're going to go in, then you're going into loyalty. So exactly right. It'll be a normal 3 months. We would expect a campaign to run. A short, sharp burst, and then their strategies anyway will be they're looking to do 2 or 3, maybe 4 things in 1 year. So we have a place maybe just in a short period of time. Correct.
Derek Miller from TLC Marketing, thank you.
Okay, thank you.